All right, good morning. We are live and ready to go. I'll let the Telegram know. Then we're going to start charting up. We got about 6 minutes till open. We kind of want to have that ready though. Okay. All right. I'm going to start just kind of marking up my chart, but we are at all-time highs again, it looks like, or at least close to it. Oh, what? Start over. Still had old drawings on. Guys, we're up $900 for the month so far. But the account is down like $70. Lost 2 trades on Monday. And Tuesday, just formed a daily fair value gap. We haven't had one of those in a little bit. I don't know if we're going to draw into that. We're going to mark it up though. 4 hour. 4 hours being tapped into right now. I'm not trying to take a trade off of something that's already being grabbed. I want the open to drive to a pool of liquidity for me. So 4 hour, there's nothing new right now. 1 hour is being tapped here. Looking down. Don't really have any 1 hours until that daily again on the sell side. We'll put it on. I don't think that's like where we want to go. Might be wrong. However, on the buy side, I do not think that's one. Let's see the low, 171.50, the high, 171. There might be a gap in there. If I'm doing the math right. Yeah, there is. There is. Okay. So 1 hour. Come on, Josh. I have not had much time either, but that's what we're going to do right now. Just marking up our fair value gaps. That's the only thing I'm trading off of. I'm only going to just trade fair value gaps right now. Closest one so far in terms of higher time frame is just a bearish fair value gap on the 1 hour, dropping to the 15-minute. Very small one, way over here. I think we're going to find out together. I don't think that's a fair value gap. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, the 15-minute, there might not be anything either lower. Let's see, higher though. It might be much higher. Yeah, there's no untapped 15-minute gaps till way up here. So Josh, since JMO's out today, we're going to have to double our contract size to make up for his volume in the market. I'm just playing. No, I don't think news happened. I think we got news at 10. Yeah, PMI 51.8 is the forecast. Previous is 52. But that's at 10. We'll see how that comes out. We got the market opening here though in about 2 minutes. I'm not even going to draw on a 5-minute fair value gap. I'm just really not trying to trade those if I can avoid it. I don't think NFP was today. I don't see it on Forex Factory. You know when it was though. It was on Wednesday. But that, I mean, I know what you're saying. No, next Friday. Next Friday. Let's just pop up the 5-minute. Just kind of see where things are at. There's not even any untapped 5-minute fair value gaps closer than anything else. Maybe to the left, but you know what we'll do? We'll mark up this one, and that's going to be probably about it. For 5-minute. I think that's reasonable. That might be one too, though. Oh, no, that one's tapped already. That's why. Yeah. Okay. All right, market is open. I'm gonna see where price drives to. Probably this 1 hour gap, if I had to guess. Probably this 1 hour gap. Make sure we have our right contracts on. We're only trading 7 micros. I thought about bumping it up to just 1 mini and going to the mini chart, but I was like, you know what? Let me just chill out with these 7 micros and just kind of build from there. Because I mean, we're not in a rush or anything. It's not going to be a big difference if I trade a mini over 7 micros, but shocking it missed it. It kind of created equal highs over here with this. You know what though? I mean, that could be even better for if it does pull back now and come up to hit it. That could be a lot more confluence in our favor. But the market's open. I'm going to zoom in some. We don't really have any fair value gaps near until 1 hour up here, 5-minute down here. Then we got daily and a 1 hour way down here. And then we got a 15-minute and another very small, that dotted line, that very small 1 hour up there. That could have been a good buy. Honestly, I'm not going to trade like that, but seeing that miss that and create equal highs, that would have been a perfect buy, right? It just flew. Like we had a good feeling price was going to come and take that. There was probably so many people that just shorted the open trying to put stops behind that. We're already tapped. We took 1 hour liquidity that hadn't been taken before. This is good. And we just gathered that liquidity too. So the shorts really can happen. Shorts really can happen right off the bat. Gonna just wait for candles to kind of switch direction on us. I'm not gonna take a short though if like the next candle just immediately flushes down here. I would rather like price close kind of up here and then start to break down. That way we can have a better entry. But we might even be going up into this 1 hour and 15-minute gap that haven't been taken. So I'm looking for just fresh liquidity, just liquidity that has not been taken. Yeah, Luboslav, good to see you in here, man. Yeah, only trading fair value gaps and just trailing TP. So I'm waiting for ones that haven't been taken to get taken after open for price to drive to it. And then I'm waiting for basically a change in state of delivery after they've been taken. I don't care if it closes through or whatever. The actual time frame of the fair value gap can't close through for me to be interested anymore. But this blue box is a 1 hour gap. And now I'm just going to wait on the 1 minute for price to start closing lower because candles are closing higher. If this candle closes lower, I'm going to get in and trail stops. I'm not putting on any take profit, only trailing stops. And just trying to lock in, not be too aggressive or anything, but trying to trail like as the candles break. But of course there's some discretion in it, but we've only been doing this 2 days now. On Monday and Tuesday, we kind of did the set and forget where I take one trade, 1-to-1 restore reward. We lost both days. And I'm like, you know what, with futures, I'm just going to go back to trailing. We did it on Wednesday. We made $1,000. We did it yesterday. We lost one, but won the second, and we only lost $100. So managing risk like that, it's a lot better long term. You might have some just days where you get chopped, but when it does work, it does work. And like our winning day was literally 10 times the size of our losing day. So we're going to try to get in for a short here, guys, in 5 seconds. If we close lower, we close lower. Stop's going to be right above here. Risking 273. I like these shorts potentially coming down to at least sweep these lows. definitely, in my opinion, the lows of the day so far in terms of New York Open we could be taking. We'll find out. Want to be careful to lock in though and trail as we start closing lower. But only, yeah, Lubasa, I've only given myself two trades a day too. If we win the first, we're done. If it's slightly break even, we'll take a second. Like even if we make like 20 bucks or whatever, I'll give it a second shot. But if we have like a good winner, we'll be done on the first. Yeah, we got a guest, JMO. He's gonna co-host with me. I took a month off of trading, brother. Like literally just needed it. And like it was maybe it wasn't a whole month, maybe like 3 weeks. And I was like, I want to stream again. Like I absolutely want to do it. But you guys know I haven't been good at all about sticking with it. And I was like, if I'm gonna stream again, like I need to do it with someone like that is gonna be on the stream. And JMO, he's a good friend of mine. And I asked him if he would do it, and he said, yeah. He's been trading for like a little over a year now, I think. So he's got good value. He's gotten funded and stuff in the past. But we started the streams both with 50K accounts, and yeah, we have different trading styles, but I think it's good because like days where it's not working for him, it's going to be working for me. Days where it's not working for me, it might be working for him. And it'll get you guys to see some other opportunities, different styles too. But at the same time, it's going to keep me going, right? Like you guys know, I just need the accountability. Otherwise, I just don't show up long term. And I want I as much as I can like try to tell myself I'm going to show up every day. Like, and it sounds good some days, but the days where you're not feeling it, it's like tough. You know what I mean? So I was like, I'm going to do that. Get a 50K account. This 50K account literally costs $37. Which is crazy. We haven't even gone 1-to-1. I'm not worried about trailing too aggressive right now. If we close lower, I'll shave off some risk, but we haven't really closed lower on any of these candles yet since our first entry candle. We're not closing higher, that's good. But yeah, this account's 37 bucks. I don't even have to pay until I pass really. I'm gonna put the stop way back up there. Once you pass, you pay like $150 activation fee. So really no risk right now in my trading, which is nice. So I can kind of stream again, risk-free, got accountability. And then I didn't even want to tell the Telegram or anything until like I had been back for a week already. And we were going to do it on Monday next week. Plus I wanted to give him kind of like a foundation of getting on stream, seeing what it's like to trade on stream without more people popping in here. But it's his birthday today, so he had to dip out. But he's going to be back Monday. It's going to be a good time. Okay. I wonder if any 15-minute gaps formed when the open closed. No, I didn't. We haven't been able to shave off any risk, but the risk is pretty tight on this, only about just over 0.5%. $269. Yeah, Lubasa, I feel that. Taking a break is kind of what I needed. I honestly was kind of taking an indefinite break. Like I was kind of like not really planning on coming back anytime soon. And then after a month, I feel like just like the Lord kind of worked on my heart with certain things, and just like I kind of felt in a better place. What happened was I got into a place where I just didn't like, I wasn't obsessed with trading anymore, which is what I needed. Like I needed the break to like stop caring about trading. Like that's the only thing I needed really. Candles are closing a little bit higher, but we did get in on this 1 minute change in delivery, change in state of delivery off of this 1 hour fair value gap. So good execution. We're going to see if it plays out. That's kind of what happened on Wednesday. Price chopped a little bit, maintained our stop, got really close, but like ideally this should be a decent level to take a trade off of. If that fair value gap is going to be the liquidity, it needs to go down. So we'll see though. If not, we'll wait for it to hit another pool and we'll take a second opportunity, or even a same opportunity off this pool, right? Josh, what are you looking for today? You get some time now to scan the charts a little?
Order filled.
All right, first trade is done. It's over. I will take a second stab out of it, even off of this 1 hour fair value gap, but we'll see if we can't close up into there some. But if we start closing lower right now even, and this was just a little bit more of liquidity it needed to gather, I'll still take the shorts right now once we change direction again. Josh, you see how I pushed even a little bit for us again, like we were talking about yesterday? If we took scalps and literally just took small trades, we'd probably win every one trading like this. Because we get it to push a little bit for us every time, but it's just like, oh my goodness. You guys gotta be kidding me. Now the question isn't, now the question is, do we go short with this, with the stop that big? That's the question. That's the question.
Order filled.
I think we do. Because we could be stepping into delivery. Price could start delivering. We could think about this though too. Yeah, we got an initial stop up here, but this could be trailed really quick once we just start breaking a little bit lower. And it's that 1 hour gap. Honestly, like this little gap right here is a 5 minute gap. We have potential to drive this much deeper all the way down into here. It's only risking 1% of the account. I'm not against it. And just make sure we're trailing properly. I don't think, yeah, I think this was the manipulation though up here. Grab liquidity, which I honestly thought those equal highs was the manipulation. I thought we had a beautiful entry, but it manipulated the manipulation. So hopefully it doesn't do it a third time, but if we can close lower than here now, we pretty much cover like all of our, like 80% of our risk. So we'll see. And then we could get a flush of price, but we could be in price delivering right now, or a distribution, same thing. I'll check out ES in a second. I actually haven't had it pulled up. I don't really do like the SMT divergence stuff. On the 15 minute. Yeah, it's tough to tell. That's crazy. We got tagged out and then it just melted. You know, maybe on big moves like this, instead of getting in on just that drop, wait for the second break of the candles lower and then actually get in on that. That's probably a much better idea. Because even if we get in a little bit lower, it'd still probably be a much tighter stop. But this is all things I'm trying to figure out as we go. I said earlier this week, like I got like the only thing I'm really coming to the charts with is just risk management rules, like just how many trades I'm going to trade a day and how I'm going to manage the trade. That's really it. Everything beyond that's stuff just trying to figure out and whatnot. I knew that 1 hour fair value gap was good though. I just you know, just where were you going to put your stop to make that not happen? You know what I mean? But I like where we're going. We just market structure shifted down. Like we're definitely with, you know, momentum, volume, trend. We could just be regaining balance before we go lower. We got news in 14 minutes though. Not going to get a shave off as much risk as we want when price turns yet, but I see what you're saying on the 15-minute. Yeah, we might have just got dog walked by the market today. We might have been we might have just got seriously pump faked. Not a single second breakdown. Yeah, on big volume candles like that, I'm gonna have to make a note. We're gonna have to wait for another break, a smaller break in our direction, even if we're later. Even if we're later. Even if I'm still right on this trade, that's still a note I'm making for sure. I would rather get in a little bit later than this happens. So we'll see. If we close lower though, I'll trail like here. We'll start shaving off risk. We could still get it. We could still get it. If we start closing lower again though. In terms of 15-minute, nothing news happened. That candle just closed like that. Got a little inside bar right now. London was better. I haven't even really looked too far back in time except for just to identify the fair value gaps. All right, 2 inside bars. Not necessarily optimistic about this yet, clearly, but I mean, there's definitely a daily fair value gap that we could be coming to try to reach today, which was yesterday's like 11 a.m. low point kind of. We're still holding this 1 hour fair value gap relatively strong too. Now, if we close lower, I'm gonna get stops right behind this candle, shave off some risk. Just kind of trail structurally. I don't even think we closed lower. We didn't. We did not. I think news is taking us to that daily fair value gap though. If we get a surprise deviation higher than the forecast, we could 100% be drawing down there. Not necessarily any break now again until lower down here now. So I'm still going to give it all its breathing room. Candles are just still closing higher. Okay, let me draw that on a little better. You know what we gotta do? This is what we gotta do. We gotta switch the music. Switch the music, the candle switch direction. I feel like I'm the draw on liquidity though. I just might have got played today. Yeah, it's been well, here's the thing. I haven't really been
Order
trading it
filled.
too much. Dang, yeah, we got taken out. I hadn't been trading it too much even before the government shut down. Like I just came back. For the month of October now, we're up like $100. We just kind of we were up like 900, but we lost like just under 2% today. So we're up like $100, maybe if that. So we're pretty much break even for the month so far. But we've only been trailing drawdowns and stuff like the last 3 days. I'm gonna lock out, guys. It could very well be happening. I'm almost curious to see what happens with this news, but I'm gonna lock out because I told myself I'm only gonna take 2 trades a day. There's no point in continuing to bury this account unless we take JMO's trade for him. Unless we take JMO's trade for him. What do you think, boys? Should we get in JMO's trade for him? I think we almost need to double down and put both of JMO's daily trades in one trade for his birthday. I'm just playing with you guys. Everyone's like lockout. I'm locked out. Let's see though. We're gonna stick around for the news. We're locked out already. But we're gonna see all right, this would have been the one I would have taken because candles finally changed direction. If we draw all the way down to this daily fair value gap, I am never locking out ever again. If this trade would hit, we're gonna find out. There's 5 minutes of news, then we'll close out the stream. This would have been the third trade I would have just taken and doubled down for JMO with his contracts. We'll see. I'm not gonna be mad if it goes though. I'm not gonna be mad. There would be no reason to. Like yesterday, the market was just chopping, kind of like it is right now. And if we would have taken that third trade yesterday, I think we would have lost that one too. I think we would have lost that one too. Maybe I was right, Josh. Oh, you said maybe I was the liquidity, not maybe I was right. No, I was the liquidity. I had a feeling about it too. You see though, after that big bulk or bear candle, I should have just waited for, a more conservative break below. But even this was kind of like wide. It wasn't like a whole range wide though. That's the thing. This was this isn't premium, but it's at least a little more premium than, yeah, this was still discount, but at least it was a little more premium than this. This wasn't even close to being premium. All right, guys, we're never locking out ever again. And we're taking 3 trades starting month now. I'm kidding. There's no way we could have known. I had a feeling, so maybe there was a way I could have known, because it just seemed like getting taken out twice in this manner was like it was bound to happen, but I'm the guy who just had to take a month off too because of stuff like that, so it's probably better practice that we just locked out. We can always make it back. You got to think about it. Those 2 losses, like my winning day on Wednesday literally covered 3 losses right now, and we're still in profit just because of Wednesday. We were negative yesterday and we were negative today, but we're still in profit for the month of October. Granted, not much, but we're still in profit just because of one day. So you do it the right way. It's you just gotta remember over time it's gonna stack in your favor. Just managing risks like this. The problem with today, why it was just a bigger losing day though, is because every single entry I had, I didn't have any opportunity to shave risk off. None. Yeah, that's the trap you were talking about, Josh. That's why I like to give myself 2 trades, because like the first trade, it didn't work out. It ended up, trapping us. The second trade, it didn't work out, ended up trapping us again. So I don't know, but it double trapped today. Granted, my second entry wasn't my proudest moment. It was according to my rules, but those are things where like the rules, like you got to not always abide by the book when your rules are like, oh, just get in on the candle breakdown. Well, that candle breakdown was literally at the low of this like low range. Like it literally grabbed more liquidity, stuff like that I got to be better about. Sometimes I am better about it. Sometimes I'm not. Today I wasn't. At least we locked out. We're going to see, though, in 38 seconds if we do draw to that daily pool. Yeah. Well, you got to think about it. That IFE that was even an IFEG though on the 1 minute. Not that first one even was. Yeah, yeah. But I think both our entries today even did include an inversion fair value gap. And then even if we would have, it's just gonna depend on the day, I think. But even yeah, yeah, we're going down. You guys see it here. We called it out. We lost money calling it out twice. But pound for pound, this is how I'm thinking of it. The account cost me $36. I can risk 4% on the account, or there's a 4% drawdown. So, and I lost just under 2%. I lost 17 real dollars today. That's the way I'm looking at it. With the potential to get funded 50,000 and trade that account. So it makes it easier. It makes it easier because when we do pass, we actually pay like the full cost, and when we don't pass, it's like, oh, I lost 36 bucks. You know, we happen to have a week where we just got, you know, dog walked by the market. Maybe next week won't be like that. So I'm excited about trading prop again too. You guys know I was big into trading cash, and I was trading cash a lot even alongside those previous props I was trading. And like when you just go into a losing streak with prop, you're just losing the cost. So when you hit a winning streak and get paid out, it's just like it makes it all back like 20-fold. Your winning streaks don't make it back like 10 to 20-fold when you lose on cash accounts. Right? Your cash account losing streaks, literally your winning streaks sometimes just make that money back, you know? So I'm excited. I'm optimistic. JMO is really the one who talked me into trading prop again. And then he told me like that it was like you don't have to pay the full cost until you pass. I was like, okay, that's straight. That's really straight, because we can go through, honestly, we could go through 15 auditions, pass one, get a payout, and literally be up like, you know, a few $1,000s. That's crazy. You could fail 15 to 20 challenges. And granted, I'm not trying to fail 15 or 20. You know, I don't believe we will if we lock out like we do every day. Yeah, it worked out for us, but you guys can imagine if this trade's not working out for us and I would have taken that third trade and I would have doubled down and not listened to you guys. Honestly, I was just joking around. So, but if let's say I wasn't joking around and I did it though, and it went against us, we probably would have blown this one today. That's how you're going to go through 15 or 20. You lock out and you know, you just happen to just catch, you know, bad beats here and there. Like this first trade, just a bad beat. The second trade, probably a bad entry. Still according to my rules, but probably a bad entry. But like, it's just a waiting game. Can I sit here and lock out every single day where I lose 2 and just wait for the days where I, you know, I'm winning to get to that payout? I don't think I can. But I think I can on stream and with JMO. And I think it's going to be a lot better this time around because of that. Because like I just, you know, there's when he's in here, you guys are going to see we got conversation going. It's a lot more interactive. You're not like fully consumed with, dang, I just took 2 losses, so on and so forth. And it's a lot more exciting because like if I have a losing day, JMO and the way he's trading, he could have very easily won today. You know what I mean? And I could have got chopped up. Yesterday, I had a small win and he got chopped up. The day before, I won, but I think we both won. So, you know, it's going to be mixed too. So it's not going to be like I'm just seeing my losses for the day. I'm going to see, oh, okay, like he won, we're good. Like we're still like everyone's moving forward. Like it's not just all like about me and my trading. You know what I mean? So I think that's what's going to help carry me over the line, community. And I just kind of really came to a realization, like, you know, with streaming, that I can't do it by myself. I just can't. Like I don't stick with it long enough. Like life is hard as it is, and then the pressures of streaming and trading, like on top of that, you know, we need people in our life, and not even just for trading. We just need people in our lives. So it was kind of a humbling moment, but I think it's a good thing. I'm excited for you guys to meet him. But yeah, this trade, how far did we go? And then we're gonna close that stream. Oh, it only shows that. Let me see. It's probably a 300-point trade. Which, yeah, it is. In all honesty, though, guys, this trade probably would have only like covered our risk for the day. Unless we doubled down like that, we'd probably be break even for the day. So the attempt to go break even for the chance of blowing the account today, it just was that wasn't really worth it. But we're gonna go ahead and close out. Then let me turn this music down and change it. I don't really like that. That's much better. We're gonna close out in prayer like we always do. But looking forward to having you guys on Monday. Looking forward for JMO to be back. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Thanks for showing up. It's been a while. But Father, we just come to you in the name of your son Jesus. Just thank you for everything you're doing. Not just in my life, not in my brother's lives, but around the world too. It's clear and obvious that things are coming to an end. Times are wrapping up. And while we can't be certain of exactly when that is, we know you're coming back soon. And if you're not coming back for us all collectively first, you're definitely coming back for us individually. That's one thing we can be certain, is that we're all going at some point. So Father, just help us to keep that in mind as we go about every single day of our lives, as we wake up, just remembering one day we're going to step outside of time into eternity and we're going to be with you forever. So help us to prepare our hearts. Help us to get the things out of our lives that need to be getting rid of, and help us to develop that intimacy and relationship with you that's going to be necessary as the world keeps getting crazier and as times actually do wrap up and we come to the end. Give us revelation and show us and give us eyes to see, Father. That way we may be ready, whether it's for our own end or the end of everything. So Father, we love you. We just thank you for the things that you're doing around the world to prepare the world for this coming. And just everyone who's got hearts hardened to this, Father, I just pray that you reveal it to them, that you shed that hardness of heart, that way they may be able to see just how obvious it is, just how everything in life right now is just yelling that we're running out of time. So Father, prepare our hearts, even this weekend, even today. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Love you guys. We'll be back Monday. I hope you guys have a good weekend. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it. Love you guys. It's good to have you guys in here. Thanks for joining. I will see you. I'll wish JMO a happy birthday for everyone too. And those of you who didn't get to meet him yet, you'll get to meet him on Monday.